Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Fran's fresh start in Chiang Mai. It's been 4 months, actually over 4 months since I made a leap to come and relocate here, beautiful Chiang Mai, after 30 years in Israel, starting a new chapter. Through this channel, I'm sharing my journey not just as a new expat, but also by introducing you to the fascinating people that I meet along the way, and also to share with you guys experience, everything that I've learned so far in the past 4 months, which is a lot. And I'm still learning. Today, actually the rain stopped and I can see the blue skies, but I've decided to make a vlog here, right here in my home, and not go out. Maybe I'll go out later, but I hear that a lot of roads are still very, very flooded. So I just wanted to stay put here today. So let me tell you what I want to share with you today. I want to share with you some of the information and experience that I came across as an expat. Maybe this information can be useful for some of you guys out there who's thinking about coming to Chiang Mai, coming to Thailand. And I'm sure there's a lot of vlogs they're out there talking about information, what you should know once you decide to come here. But I'd like to share with you my own experience, okay? And maybe some of you guys out there can relate with me. So regarding visa, I personally applied for a retirement visa, but the popular visa that I hear these days is called DTV visa, which stands for Digital Travel Visa. So there's a lot of visas out there, student visa and there are several visas depending your status. If you're younger than 50, then I guess education visa, student visa. I mean, there's a lot of visas out there. But right now, a lot of the people that I met recently have applied for DTV visa, which basically means that if you are a digital nomad or blending work and travel, this visa can give you up to 180 days per entry, and you can just come and go as you please, and you don't even have to do a 90 days reporting. There are some requirements. I heard that you need to put some money in your Thai bank account, but it's not as much as the retirement visa. For retirees over 50, you have an option to apply for non-immigrant O visa. For this visa, you need to have some financial requirements. Last year, I had to put in 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account in order to be qualified to even apply for the retirement visa. I hear that this year the process is a little bit more lenient, maybe even less than 800K Thai baht. So with this retirement visa, it is required to do 90 days reporting, which for me is no-brainer. It's not hassle at all. I just go to a drive-through. It takes me literally within 5 minutes. I do my reporting and that's it. So that drive-through is located close to the international airport. Okay. So let's talk about cost of living. Okay. Cost of living in Chiang Mai is so affordable, and when I say affordable, it's not just compared to your home countries, but also compared to Bangkok, Phuket, Pattaya, Koh Samui, all these regions. It's literally 1/3 of the price. I've been to Bangkok a few weeks ago and I compared the prices, and Bangkok was way more expensive than Chiang Mai. For accommodation, you can get a modern apartment such as where I live here for just as low as between $220 up to $420 depending on the size of the unit and location and amenities. And if you're thinking about investing property, I've checked everywhere, believe me, regarding location and regarding the structure, and I really did my homework. And the reason why I invested in right here in AP Condo is because it's really value for money. This place is developing and the building is very, very strong. Some of the subscribers asked, but your AP building, AP condo, you know, the building is quite old. Yeah, it was built 40 years ago, but it was built on concrete and metal steel designed by the Japanese. I made a blog about this, and this place, although the building is quite old, it is being renovated all the time, remodeling all the time, and the apartment inside the building is renovated from ground up by the experts and professionals, and it just looks amazing inside these rooms that have been renovated, and prices are very, very attractive compared to anywhere else around here in Chiang Mai, in fact, you know. So for that reason, I bought a condo here for myself and my family as well. And so when it comes to food, the food, if you're into Thai food, local food, it can range anywhere from $1 to $1.50, literally. That's how cheap it is. But you cannot always eat Thai food. You want also some varieties, right? So if you want to go to some restaurant and eat some Western food or Korean food or Japanese, it can range from 200 to 500 baht. And for me, I do go out to eat at least 3 times a week. I go to Japanese, Western, Korean, and so on and so forth, Chinese, and I would spend anywhere between 250 to 500 baht per order. But I also like to eat home, okay? So when I'm at home, I usually go to groceries to buy from Tops and Big C Extra. These are the 2 places that are very close to where I live, and I buy all my essentials there and groceries, and I like to cook once in a while because I don't like to eat alone. So when I'm alone, I just make myself some salad, some eggs or chicken or whatever, and you know, I watch TV, and that's how I enjoy my meal by myself. Okay, in regards to healthcare, so about a month ago, I had a little accident with my motorbike and I fell. So my foot was injured, and I had an experience going to Bangkok Hospital, which is very close to where I live. I was so impressed with the services there. Everybody spoke great English. The doctor spoke fluent English. I just felt like a VIP. And I was really impressed with the facilities, how clean it is and everything. And after that incident, I said, I gotta do insurance for accidents. I do have insurance. Actually, I did an insurance with Safety Wing. Now, the only headache with the Safety Wing is that they require so many documentation. And I can tell you that my experience with Safety Wing is that the process is taking too long. The medical record and the invoices, everything that I've sent, they always find a flaws why this is not acceptable, that is not acceptable. And I can tell you that my experience with Safety Wing isn't that great, my personal experience. So I did a separate accidental insurance recently with a Thai agent. Okay, so I was discussing about the agent, the insurance agent. So since my experience with Safety Wing wasn't that smooth, I chose to do insurance with a Thai agent. And this is after researching several companies here. And basically, what I have done is I applied for an accidental insurance that covers me up to 2,750 US dollars per accident. It doesn't matter which accident. I could just fall and, sprain my leg, and that's considered one accident, and I'm covered up to $2,750, treatment and doctor's fee and all of that included. And then let's say a week later, I slipped and I have a swollen hip or whatever, okay? Then that's another accident, right? So basically every accident I'm covered up to $2,750 for treatment and doctor's fee and everything. And it cost me $120 per year, all right? So that means that if I go to the hospital, I don't have to pay anything. I don't have to pay for medicine or treatment, any of that. It's just covered, all right? And with Safety Wing, what you have to do is you have to pay, and then you have to get reimbursement, all right? And the problem is that the reimbursement process is so complicated, okay? I've asked for reimbursement. I think it's been weeks, and I still didn't get a penny, okay? And every time they're telling me they need some more documentation and more documentation, and I can tell you that it's not user-friendly for me, all right? Maybe for other people it's great, but for me it was terrible. And for that reason, I am using now a different agent. And also, this agent also works with 25 other insurance companies. So basically, he can get me the best condition and the best price for me here. So that's what I'm doing right now, okay? I'm still insured with Safety Wing because the advantage with them is that I'm covered everywhere. Not just in Thailand, but everywhere I go, except for United States. So theoretically, I am covered with Safety Wing all over the world. To get the reimbursement, I have to just see if I'm going to get the reimbursement, actually. So I need to see that. I still haven't gotten a penny, so I'm hoping that they will finally reimburse me. So that's my take on in connection to health insurance. In regards to transportation, getting around Chiang Mai is pretty simple. I mean, I've been to Bangkok, and Bangkok is a nightmare when it comes to traveling. Just so busy, so traffic, and getting a cab over there for me, it was literally a nightmare. But in Chiang Mai, you can easily get around. Even if you don't have a car or a motorbike, you can just install Grab or Bolt. I usually use Bolt because Bolt is cheaper than Grab, and the service is exactly the same. So I use Bolt for ordering taxis or motorbikes. But for me, when I came to Chiang Mai, I rented a car for a couple of weeks before I got myself my own car. And that cost me, I just rented it for a couple of weeks. And that cost me, let me tell you, 153 US dollars for 2 weeks. Okay, so if you're renting it for a month, it's double that amount. And to rent a motorbike, a simple motorbike like 125cc, which I rented it last December when I came to visit, I paid just $4.60. Okay, that's how much it costs per day. All right, per day. Now, I noticed that most expats here are using motorbikes to get around. I personally am quite scared of motorbikes. I mean, I have a motorbike, but I only use it, around here. And since the accident, I have not used my motorbike. I will, eventually use it, but it's gonna take me a while because it was pretty scary when I fell. So anyway, I have a car which was almost brand new, which cost me $12,320, and I bought it from a place called Auto Expat. And Auto Expat, all the staff there, they speak perfect English, and the process was just very, very convenient for me. And you know, I look for convenient. I enjoy convenient. I don't like a lot of headaches. So I'm sure if you go to other places, maybe you can even get a better deal, but I appreciate service and user experience more than anything else. So even if I paid a little bit more, I just enjoyed the process with them because they just gave me the service that I really needed. And they also so when you buy a car with Auto Expat, they also will help you to insure your car. And what I did is I got a first class insurance. What this means is that no matter what happens to the car, if it's my fault or somebody else's fault, I'm covered. I'm covered for the damages. And what I hear from other expats is that when accidents occur in Thailand, it's usually the expat's fault. I don't know why it's like this, but it's the way it is. I can tell you that when I first came to Chiang Mai, on the first day when I took the rented car out, I got an accident because I wasn't used to the driving on the right side, because I was used to driving on the left. Anyway, I just bumped the car against the wall. So obviously I lost the deposit, because when you damage the car, you lose your deposit. That's okay, but the Thai man claimed that I touched his motorbike, which I don't think I did. But there's, he doesn't speak English, and I don't speak Thai, so I just told him, okay, how much do you want? And I just gave him cash to just leave me alone, So I understood immediately that when there's an accident, it's always my fault. So for that, having a first class insurance is essential for expats. That's my opinion, but of course, you can do whatever you want. In regards to social life and community, one thing I love about Chiang Mai is that the tight-knit expat community. Expats support each other. Whether you're a digital nomad or retiree or long-term traveler, there is a space for you here. Joining Facebook groups is the easiest way to meet people and learn about events happening in the city. So if you don't have a Facebook account, I suggest you to have a Facebook account, because Facebook is essential tool to have in Thailand. In order to get information, in order to get around, in order to find properties. Like when I was looking for properties, I didn't need an agent. I just go to Facebook group. I join the proper Chiang Mai rental and selling and buying, and there's so many groups, and there's literally hundreds of new condos that are being posted every day. So you don't really need an agent. You just post it in the Facebook group. I'm looking for a condo for this size and this location and for this duration of time. Whatever you want, just post it. And so many people will respond to you and tell you, oh, here is an offer, or you can do this, you can do that. And you get so much information just, interacting with your Facebook groups. And also, speaking about Facebook, I would also suggest you to get applications. The useful applications that you should have in Thailand are Google Maps. So let's say you're vegan, right? So you want to go to vegan restaurants. You just search on vegan restaurant in the app near me, and it will give you the list of vegan restaurants, and you can read the reviews that people posted, and that way you can find a great vegan restaurant for yourself. Or you are looking for a hairdresser and just hairdresser near me or hairdresser, and it'll just give you a list of hairdresser and the reviews. And I can tell you that I found my gym, my hairdresser, restaurants, everything that I needed just through Google Maps. So Google Maps is something that you should have in order to take you to places, in order to let you know where to go and how to get there. And what other apps I would recommend is also, Bolt and Grab. Now, I like to order my food through Grab. It's just very convenient for me. Everything that I want to order, I just go to the Grab app and I order, and it's very convenient. It tells you when it's arriving and when it's arrived, and it's great. And if you're looking for online shopping, I use Lazada because somehow the Shopee app doesn't really work for me, but there are two major applications for online shopping, which is Lazada and Shopee. Okay, so my son uses Shopee, I use Lazada. You have to be very clever when you're ordering, because sometimes when you order from Lazada, the items are not that good quality, okay, especially when it comes to electronics. So I just bought a TV from Lazada, and I can tell you that I don't like it. It's not good quality. It's not like they advertised it. So I think this is going to be my last time that I'm going to buy a TV on Lazada. I'll probably, all of the TVs that I have in my condos is bought from the shop, like Home Pro, or there is Mega, and there's many shops, right? So I would suggest, if you're buying a computer or TV, don't buy online. Go to shops, go to Home Pro, go to Mega, there are many malls, Central Festival, that you can buy computers and TV and electronics, smartphones and everything, okay? Do not buy online. You can buy online things that are really cheap, but things like electronic and stuff, I don't recommend it because my experience wasn't that great. And another thing that I wanted to tell you to hang out. I hang out a lot in Niman. Okay, Niman is where a lot of tourists, visitors stays, because they have so many cafes and restaurants and happening and live music and so forth. And if you're in Niman already, you don't even need a car. Okay, everything is walking distance, and they have endless places to eat. It's not as cheap as where I am right here. Everything is more expensive over there. I mean, Niman is like Bangkok in a way. It's very traffic. It's high end. If you want to eat in Niman, you have to spend anywhere between minimum 300 baht, 200, 300 baht or more, because it's really high end, and it looks like Europe over there. It's not even Chiang Mai. Everything is looking very nice over there, like Europe. But a lot of happenings and a lot of expats are in that area. So if you're looking for some action and, co-working spaces, cool cafes and restaurants and stuff like that, Niman is a place to go. And for me, I also checked out various religious institutions. So I've seen several Christian churches. I also saw there is a Chabad house for the Jews, and also there are mosques for the Muslims, right? So if you belong to any of these religious groups, they are available everywhere. And through these institutions, you can also create yourself friends and socialize with them, and it's fun. I've had a pleasure of going to some Christian church, and I met some people there. Not that I'm religious, and I'm very far from being religious, but I have an open mind, and I do believe in God and the source. So based on that, I went and I met some really interesting people, friendly people who became my friends. And being solo woman in Chiang Mai, having friends like that is so comforting. You have no idea. And I'm never alone, I feel like I have friends that I can count on and confide in, and this is something that I need. And if you need as well, then there are places like, you know, these places as well. You can find some great people to hang out with. And the last thing that I want to talk about is about Thai culture. Okay, so when I first came to Chiang Mai, I think on my first couple of weeks, after doing some research, I went to learn Thai language in a Thai language school. And I can tell you I'm a bad student because my Thai language is nowhere close to conversing, but I did learn some important words like Kap Kum Ka, Sawadika, and you know, my pen rai, which is no problem, you know, and Kotonaka, which is excuse me, you know. So some of these essential words, right, I learned. And I think it's a good idea for any one of you guys to learn some vocabularies, because Thai people don't speak English. Most of them don't speak English. So it would be easier for you to learn some basic words and conversations. And also, I'm Korean, so for me, taking off my shoes before entering somebody's house is basic. But for the Westerners, it could be a little bit odd. But in Thailand, wherever you go to people's houses or anywhere you enter a place, you need to take your shoes off, okay? So this is something that you will have to adapt with the Thai culture. Okay, so these are the basic information that I've learned, which I wanted to share with you guys. I'm sure there are so many vloggers talking about the cost of living and their take on what is Thai life and what you need to know and things like that. For me, I just wanted to share with you my own personal experience, and there are pros and cons. Not all my experience here is good, so I wanted to just be transparent with you and share with you my experience in regards to everything that I've been through so far. Obviously 4 months is just a nick of time, and there's still gonna be a lot of experience that I need to go through, and I will probably learn. So I guess I'll catch up with you in the next few months and update you what I learned. So thank you so much for watching, and that is a wrap for today's vlog. I do hope that this information was helpful for some of you guys out there in regards to visas and healthcare and transportation and social life and shopping and so on and so forth. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you too as well. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my next vlogs. And thanks for watching, and see you next time on France Fresh Start in Chiang Mai. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.